All right, XRP holders, listen up. If you ignore what I'm about to tell you, you risk watching your entire investment thesis just completely collapse. The political clock is ticking down to zero, and everything hangs in the balance over these next few weeks. And this number right here, 90 cents. That's not just some random price point. That is the bear case. That's where XRP could be headed if this whole legislative strategy in Washington just completely falls apart. I'm telling you, the stakes have literally never been higher. So get this, here's the twist. While your entire investment is on the line, guess what the US Senate is doing? Their own a state work break. That's right. The people we need in Washington to get this done aren't even there. It's unbelievable. But don't worry, by the end of this explainer, I'm going to give you the exact insider strategy you need to force their hand. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the May 1st kill switch. You have to understand the political reality here. It's all about deadlines and delays. And that May 1st date, that's not just some day on the calendar. Think of it as a hard deadline, a kill switch, really, for the Clarity Act, for this entire session. So let's break down this timeline because it's absolutely crucial. March 1st, that was supposed to be the soft target. April 3rd, that was the original dream, the big signing ceremony. Well, both of those dates have come and gone, complicated by all these delays. So what's left? May 1st. This is it. This is the last, absolute final day to file for a markup vote. If it doesn't happen by then, the bill is effectively dead in the water for this entire session. Poof, gone. Now this brings us to this skinny bill lifeline. And this is where things get really interesting because it reveals the strategic pivot that could actually save this whole thing. See, right now, the full bill, it's completely deadlocked, stuck. But there's a lifeline. So what's the holdup? It's all about one little part, Section 404. It's this super controversial provision on stablecoin yields, and believe me, the banking lobby is fighting it tooth and nail. So the genius strategic lifeline is what's being called the skinny bill. The idea is simple. We sacrifice that one controversial part to save the whole thing. We get rid of the stablecoin section to lock in the two things that matter most, clear market structure and, the big one, official commodity status for XRP. Okay, before we get into the price roadmap, and trust me, you're gonna wanna see this, let's be real for a second. This is Crypto Global News, and if you are watching this without a subscription, you are literally missing the alerts that could make or break your portfolio. You're flying blind. So to catch the next markup alert when it drops, you must be subscribed. Click that button right now, stay on the timeline with us. All right, let's decode the price roadmap. Because let's face it, this isn't just about politics, right? It's about the price. Every single one of these legislative steps has a direct, and I mean direct and predictable impact on XRP's value. You need to know these numbers. So here it is, step by step. Step 1, the second that markup vote gets filed, our target is $1.85. Boom. Step 2, it passes committee, we're looking at $2.80. And then the final step, step 3, the bill is signed into law. The year-end target for that scenario is $5.58. That's the roadmap. And this chart, wow, it just perfectly illustrates the two paths we're facing, doesn't it? On one side, you've got this massive potential upside, that $5.58 year-end target. And on the other, you have the stark reality of the 90-cent bear case if this all falls apart. The difference isn't just big, it's absolutely staggering. But you know what? I really want to hear what you think. We're debating these exact targets in our community post right now. Are these numbers too high, too low? Head over to the community tab after this and add your voice. Let me know your year-end prediction. I promise you, we are reading every single comment. Okay, this brings us to what I believe is the single most important part of this entire briefing. This is your ultimate power move, because this isn't about sitting back and waiting. This is where you, especially our US viewers, can step up and directly influence the outcome. So think about it. The banks are fighting this with everything they've got. The politicians are stalling, they're on break. So how do you force their hand? The crucial thing to get is that a simple phone call, it's just not going to cut it anymore. It's not enough. You need a tactic they absolutely cannot ignore. And here it is. You demand a written response. This is the power move. When you call your senator's office, you don't just say you support the bill. You specifically, and I mean specifically, demand a written response on their position on the Clarity Act. Why? Because that single phrase forces them to create an official record. They have to log your inquiry, they have to figure out their formal position, and they have to put it in writing. It holds them accountable in a way a simple phone call never will. Now, how do we track this? How do we know which senators are responding and what they're saying? For that real-time intelligence, you have to join my private Telegram. That's where we're coordinating. That's where the updates are going to drop first. So go ahead, scan the QR code on your screen right now, or just click the link down in the description.
So let's recap before we finish up. The final countdown has begun. The clock is ticking towards May 1st. The strategy is the skinny bill, and your power move is demanding that written response. Got it? Good.
You know, if you look at the charts, the 50 EMA shows we are technically primed for a run. We're coiled up and ready to go. But I have to be crystal clear with you. Right now, the technicals mean nothing. They're irrelevant. The only thing that matters is the fundamental catalyst of this skinny bill passing. It's everything. Main Street has to demand answers from Washington. So, what is the banking lobby's final move? As we wait for that critical markup alert, you need to know who we're up against. The banking lobby is making one last desperate play to kill this bill for good. To understand their strategy, and more importantly, how to beat it, you need to click the video right here on your screen. Go on, click it now.
And hey, one last thing. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Crypto Global News. Why? Because next week, I'm revealing the name of the one senator who can either kill this bill or save it. The one person who could be the hero or the villain in this whole saga. You absolutely cannot afford to miss that alert.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.